Welcome everyone to AEW Dynamite here on the 𝗀𝗚𝗘𝗚 YouTube channel. It is Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in this dream match scenario that may come to life in real life on AEW Dynamite very soon, but we're going to play it out here on WWE 2K19 because WWE 2K20 is garbage. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys think would win in real life. But as for this matchup here today, if you guys end up enjoying this matchup after the video is over, make sure you leave a thumbs up down there and subscribe to the 𝗀𝗚𝗘𝗚 YouTube channel, as here comes Christian Cage, a very shocking signing to AEW, but he is here, just like his t-shirt says, to outwork everyone, including the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, that being Kenny Omega here tonight. And Kenny Omega's, I guess, buddies, Don Callis and the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, have been barred from ringside here tonight for this championship matchup, which means Kenny Omega has to go at it alone, which for some people, they would say, oh, that's no problem. Kenny Omega is one of the best in the world. He can go in there and face Christian Cage and beat him pretty freaking easily. Christian's hardly wrestled these past couple of years. Yeah, but that also means Kenny Omega has been wrestling for a while, meaning he's been having matchups weekly, monthly, yearly. Christian's body, yeah, he hasn't wrestled, but that means he's been well rested. His training hasn't really had him taking that many crazy bumps, meaning Christian Cage actually goes into this matchup with a bigger advantage than the champion here tonight. Here we see two proud Canadian wrestlers squaring off here. Although I'm sure one of these Canadian wrestlers wishes he lived in North Carolina. Now here we see Christian. Big chops to the chest of Kenny Omega. Sorry for the North Carolina joke. I thought I would try. Oh, Kenny Omega going to be looking for the one-winged angel. Christian Cage going to be looking for the unprettier. Oh, Christian looking for the mounted punches in the corner. Kenny Omega quickly shoves him off, looking for the V-trigger. Christian had it well scouted, off the ropes. Oh, Christian trying to go for something. Well, that's another one of those things that Christian Cage has got to get used to now that he's wrestling again. Oh, DDT! Uh-oh. And Kenny Omega, with one move, takes advantage of the matchup. The DDT. You know, Christian's been out of action all these few years due to neck injuries, due to concussions. He had to retire. Many people thought he would never wrestle again. And then he came back in the Royal Rumble 2021. Many people thought he was going to stay with WWE, and then he signed with AEW. And now here he is, facing off against the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega looking for a quick roll-up pin on Christian Cage, and nearly got him. Christian Cage. Oh, Kenny Omega retreating to the outside. Uh-oh, and Christian Cage not letting him badmouth him, not letting him put up the finger gun. Christian Cage dive into the outside, and the fans love it. I love it. I love seeing Christian Cage back in action, and honestly, I love seeing him in AEW, a place where I definitely think a lot of people appreciate his talents. I mean, even if Kenny Omega sees him as a competitor, you cannot doubt that Christian Cage is one of the best underrated performers in all of pro wrestling. The question is, can he hang in there with a guy like Kenny Omega, and can he win the AEW World Heavyweight Championship here tonight? Look at the strength of Kenny Omega with the sit-out powerbomb, deadlifting Christian Cage off the mat. Ooh, but only for a 2 count. So far, so good for Christian Cage. Uh-oh. But Kenny looking to make quick work, looking for the V-trigger out of the corner. Christian able to move out of the way. Christian sends him into the corner. Ooh, shot to the face. Now Christian looking for the mounted punches in the corner. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! There it is! He got all 10 of them. And Kenny Omega slumps over onto the mat. Oh, and Christian will be looking for the reverse DDT, a hallmark move of his. Kenny Omega counters into a nice vertical suplex. And Christian retreating to the apron. Oh, Kenny. Oh! Jumping knee strike to the hip of Christian, driving him off onto the floor, and Kenny Omega teasing a big dive. And Christian slowly getting back to his feet. Oh, and Kenny hits him with a shot off the apron. Kenny Omega, ever since becoming the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, has been much more cocky. I would say a lot of people would compare him to how he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling as the cleaner Kenny Omega as part of the Bullet Club. He's definitely gotten a hell of a lot more cocky here, but can Christian Cage slap the cockiness out of him by defeating him and taking his AEW World Heavyweight Championship here tonight? Kenny Omega with the running hip attack in the corner. Now off the ropes, looking for a knee strike. Christian, great counter, sending Kenny Omega into the corner, and now shoulder first into the ring post. Now Christian Cage back in control. Ooh, shot to the gut, driving Kenny onto the mat. Christian on the middle rope, double axe handle. Kenny moved out of the way. Oh, big knee strike to the back of Christian Cage. Uh-oh. Kenny looking for another power bomb. Christian able to counter out of it. Shots to the head of Kenny Omega. Omega puts Christian down. Shot to the face. Christian. Oh, suplex face first. Into the mat goes Kenny Omega. Kenny may have suffered a broken nose there. Christian climbing to the top rope. Looking for the frog splash onto Kenny Omega. That did a lot of damage to the ribs of Christian Cage. Into the cover for the championship. No! Kenny Omega just barely rolls the shoulder up, and Christian Cage has to continue on. Christian spins him around. Looking for the unprettier. Kenny Omega, great counter. Shot to the knee. Oh, and another shot to the spine by Kenny. Oh, and the full Nelson suplex. The snap full Nelson suplex. You know Kenny Omega loves those things. And now there's the finger gun pose. And Kenny Omega could be lining him up for the one-winged angel. Christian able to counter out of it. Oops, spins him around, looking for the unprettier again. Kenny Omega rolls out. Oops, shoves him into the corner. Oh, and a back elbow to Kenny. And Kenny got busted open off that back elbow. Christian sends him out. Kenny, turnbuckle first, head first into the feet. Christian has him right where he wants him, and a spear! A spear by Christian Cage. Shades of his buddy, the Rated R Superstar Edge, and it does not put away Kenny Omega. Jeez Louise, Kenny Omega got busted open off that back elbow by Christian, and then he got speared. Still not enough to put him away. Oh, Christian looked for a running forearm. Kenny Omega meets him with a slap and a V-trigger. Bit of a receipt there for that spear from earlier. Now Kenny lining him up for another more vicious V-trigger. Out of the corner, and that one busted open Christian Cage. Oh, but still not enough to put him away. Only a 2 count. But now both men are a bloody mess, but Christian kicks back up to his feet. The former ECW World Champion, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the multi-time Tag Team Champion, coming back into this matchup. And Christian up to the top rope looking for another frog splash. Kenny Omega got the knees up. And Omega has the advantage back in this matchup. Here we go, another Snapdragon. The full Nelson suplex. Putting down Christian Cage, but he's not out. Kenny Omega knows that he's not out. He's dragging him to the ropes. Uh-oh. I think I know what we're going to see here. We're about to see Terminator rising. Kenny Omega gonna fly off the ropes, over the top rope, and down onto Christian Cage. A thing of pro wrestling beauty there by Kenny Omega. Look at the grace as he flies over onto the body of Christian Cage. That's a lot of weight to come tumbling down on top of you. And Christian Cage just ate all of it. Christian Cage somehow, some way, driving Kenny Omega into the barricade. What is Christian Cage looking for here? Oh, spear! Spear through the barricade. Jeez Louise, these guys are just trying to one-up each other. They are bringing the fight even into the crowd. Christian Cage spearing Kenny through that protective barricade. Well, thankfully the fans are remaining distanced away from the competitors here tonight, especially after all the war that these men have gone through thus far. All this for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Christian now having to drag Kenny back into the ring. And Christian Cage may have him down and out. Dragging him back up to his feet. Christian spins him around. Reverse DDT. Planting him on the back of the head and the spine. Into the cover is Christian Cage. Gonna be world champion? No, he is not. Kenny Omega kicks out at 2 3/4, and Christian looks a little desperate here. Christian looking a little scared here that he may not be able to put away Kenny. And with a V-trigger like that to the skull, I would doubt myself as well. Oh, forearm to the face. Kenny Omega. Oh, missed with the running hip attack in the corner that time. Christian trying to find his opening. Oh, forearm to the face. Kenny Omega counters. Hits him with a chop. Oh, what the heck? Oh, Kenny tossing the referee out of the ring. Oh, and Christian Cage with the unprettier to Kenny Omega. But did Omega sense that Christian was going to hit the unprettier? Kenny Omega, smart strategy. Did he get a vision into the future? He threw the referee out. Christian Cage trying to get the referee back up to his feet. Kenny Omega just got hit with the unprettier. The referee's back inside the ring. Kenny Omega starting to stir. Christian Cage back into the cover after the unprettier. Has too much time elapsed. Yes, it has. Kenny Omega kicks out of the unprettier. I don't know what Kenny Omega's strategy there was, throwing the referee out of the ring. I don't know how he saw all that happening, but I mean, it ended up saving him the matchup for now. But Christian Cage now putting him on the top rope. Dangerous intentions here by the former World Heavyweight Champion. Christian looking for a Hurricane Rana, and Kenny Omega stops himself from flying off the top rope. Christian Cage crashed and burned. And now Kenny with the Phoenix Splash. Here we go. Cover 1, 2, 3. No! Kenny Omega let him out of the Phoenix Splash. I think we all know what Kenny's going for here. He wants to put him away with the move no one's ever kicked out of. The one-winged angel. No, Christian. Great counter. Shot to the knee. Christian. Another reverse DDT. And Omega is down again. Christian stumbling back up to his feet. And Christian in the corner. Poised again for another spear. Here we go. For the title. No, Kenny Omega got the knee up. Knee off the side of the head of Christian. Opening that cut on his forehead up. Kenny poised in the corner for another V-trigger. V-trigger, he held nothing back on that. And Kenny Omega is calling for it. Christian stumbling to his feet. You know what he's going for here. Lifts him up onto the shoulder. Hooks it. One-winged angel. And Kenny Omega retains the AEW World title. All the credit in the world to Christian Cage. Look at all the brutality that these men went through in this matchup. But somehow, some way, Christian Cage was able to stay in it to the very end. Look at this big dive by Christian Cage to the outside. Many incredible moves here, proving that Christian Cage can still hang with the best. Especially one of the best in the world like Kenny Omega, our AEW World Champion. Look at this brutal frog splash to the ribs of Kenny Omega, but then right here, Christian boots to the face of Kenny Omega and then follows it up with this massive spear, driving the shoulder into the gut. And then look at this brutal knee strike busting open Christian Cage. The dive to the outside, but Christian Cage would not be denied a big moment himself. A spear through the side barricade there, but in the end, Christian Cage suffered this massive knee strike to the head as he went for another spear. And then this brutal V-trigger out of the corner, and then to finish it off, the one-winged angel by Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega retains the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, defeating a legend in the form of Christian Cage here tonight. Like I said, an incredible matchup. Christian Cage, you cannot deny that he went the distance there with Kenny Omega. It was just that one knee off the spear that flurried Christian Cage a lot. And then it was another knee strike after that, and the one-wing angel that led to the victory for Kenny Omega here tonight. Christian Cage laid out here on the floor. Kenny Omega with a giant smirk on his face, coming over to survey the damage of his fallen opponent. Congrats to Kenny Omega on a big win here tonight.